Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Liberty base. I got one. On 61. Matchbox lights. Watch out. Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Stick back to pass. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
On the ball.
1st and 10, Stick. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A shotgun throw for Stick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen going to throw again. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Breshad Perriman, 93 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
Ready?
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing right, and that's complete. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Alpha, 60 Pittsburgh. X3, 218, chop. Get it.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm too strong. Too big for you.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta. Now.
Stick to throw once more. This is caught. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Allen going to throw. Finding Knox there, complete.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. but when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Set, 43. I'm scared. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 25. Shit.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. Going down the middle, and it's complete. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Go. It's going to be a long day. 43.
Stick looks to throw it again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, D!
They'll throw on second down his stick. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Emmanuel Ogbah racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brings up third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Stick looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Allen sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
52 is the mic right here. Over there. Right here. Check the backer.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
No, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Stick from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Stick looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Throws right side, and that's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Back. Ready.
Now Stick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on, set. Hey, box drop, box drop. AT Gator, 61, match box, lights. 49 the mic, 49 the mic. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Check 13. Alert. Smith.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll try the left side. It's Bishop, and he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
I think the smart approach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the slant, Out.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, home. Done. Check. Hey, echo. 53.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. 5 wide. Kill. Middle. Hey, Alpha.
To the air. Allen. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Breshad Perriman, but now it'll be third down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Ready. 30 base. Check, 43. I'm trying to collect. Check 9. Watch twist. Watch snap.
1st and 10, Stick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all, but the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Stick back to pass. Open man is Galladay, complete. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A shotgun throw for Stick. This will be caught at about the 5. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Ed Oliver in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. To try again after the sack. Stick, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? Doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be it.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. They'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. To the right and complete to Galladay.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Go.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Stick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Stick. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Stick looks to throw. Steps away to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. Another. Nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stick from the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ed Oliver in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Stick looking to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. On 4th down, here's Stick. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
Single slot.
Stick looks to throw it again. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
56.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think probably just trying to draw them off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
They'll
throw on 2nd down to Stick. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Robinson, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now Stick. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Check, 43. Get that quarterback.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Switch on travel.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
60 outlaw. Smooth.
2 yards on the pickup. Get on the quick right here. At the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Here we go. 8, read.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Hey, tight.
To throw is Allen. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, You're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On second down now, it's White. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Back two, Mike back two. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check 37. Check 37.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Allen now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Go.
Now Allen rolling to his right. Completes it to Davis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Allen now on first down. This complete to Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen buying time to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And here he'll get it down to the 7th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Push him back. Push him back.
On second down, it's Bishop. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Buffalo, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a loss.